Hello everyone, Simcraft here, joined once again by Ed Vendetta and Europa Universalis 4 Mandate of Heaven multiplayer. Let's get back to it! I hate the retreat mechanics in this game. Oh well. And I think probably what happened is I was probably only technically selecting half of the army, so the other half just retreated to a random location or something. But even so. Also, I think it should be hard-coded into the game that if you can retreat more than a space away, at the very least retreat more than one space away. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Like, unless I'm specifically telling you to retreat one space away for tactical reasons, don't do it. It's almost never a good thing. I might come back and invade Denmark at some point, but first I'm going to have to rebuild my army. And deal with the rebels in England. Oh, right. Thanks, Tunis. I was meaning to cancel that, but didn't.
What sucks is I was finally working my way over where we could have collaborated.
Well, hopefully they don't completely undo all of my efforts there. But yeah, I had to retreat from the battle, unfortunately. There was no other choice. Is there any way I can stop my tributaries from being pirate havens? It's really annoying. Oh, come on. I don't even know what tributary that is. But apparently I'm rewarding their loyalty. So, what's your score these days?
29%?
No, not war score.
Oh, 0.
Oh yeah, so the Age of Reformation is coming to a close, so I'll probably win this one too.
Yay.
Yeah. So, how's the front going on your end of things? Also, we're at speed 2. Can we see about trying to get that up to speed 3?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of tactical stuff going on there for a while.
Ah, fair enough. If you don't want to, then don't.
Yeah.
Oh, my admiral gained a trait. Really? Apparently 18,000 Englishmen are going to rise up from the one province of Essex. Pardon me if it's a bit ridiculous to think that's a bit absurd. Would it be quicker to go around Africa or South America to get to Japan? I think Africa, right?
Probably.
Guess I've got to pick up the new troops. Which I probably could have actually trained in Africa now that I think about it, but whatever. Luckily, all of my subjects still have a high opinion of me. Most of them have absolutely no Liberty Desire. Alright, what type of tribute do I get from my European tributary? What is this? There, your highness. 4 ducats a year. Fascinating, truly fascinating. And how is the institution going? Well, it seems to be spreading fairly well. Yeah, this war has been quite expensive for me. I intend to invade Denmark as soon as my reinforcements arrive from Japan.
How soon will that be?
How soon does it take to do a round trip by boat around the Cape of Good Hope, cross the Indian Ocean, and all the way over to Japan and back? It'll be that long. My guess, probably a year or two. Transporting troops to Europe is a... Well, I mean, I guess I could technically have them just march across Manchuria, but somehow I doubt that would be much quicker. Also, then they wouldn't be very effective in a front against Denmark, now would they? And ideally, like, some territory in Denmark, if I can get some. That would be nice. What's the... okay. So what's the religious map looking like? Huh, interesting. Hungary became Protestants. Okay. My king has died.
France? What's France? Whose side are they in?
They're against Russia. Okay, so I'm currently in a Queen Regency. Okay. My heir is 3 years old.
Seriously? I'm gonna get stacked white by rebels. You gotta be freaking kidding me. My retreating army ran into a stack of rebels. I just lost half my army.
Well, that type of stuff happens. Oh, the Cossacks. That sounds annoying to deal with.
Ooh, French are really gonna pound on Russia now.
Oh, fun. So they're powerful then, the French?
I got 55,000 armies over here.
If I declared war on France now, the Ottomans wouldn't join. Granted, I'm not quite sure how successful I could realistically be in a war against France. I mean, they do have a fairly large army. But then we could take them together, right? Where's your army on this list? Why is your army only 37,000 now?
Because
What
I
happened?
just got half of the stack wiped by rebels.
Yo, I bet you and I could take on France right now. What do you think? If after this whole Russia thing, take on France while the Ottomans won't join?
Sure. You want me to see if I can end this thing with Russia?
Well, I mean, I'm not telling you to rush ending it. I've still got to wait for my boats to get all the way around the world. What?
That I'm partially staying in it because you want to get territory from Denmark.
Yeah, that would be nice. Although, I mean, if it... I'd rather have territory from France, to be honest. Okay, the Europeans are now starting to colonize the islands of the Indian Ocean, which is concerning.
At 40% war score.
Well, just be aware, I'm not quite ready to declare war on France. I need to wait for my troops to get around to Essex first. Then I think I easily beat the French Navy, right? Well, actually, it's more even than you might think. Probably come down to modernization, wouldn't it? It'd probably be a healthy stalemate.
I don't know, I can get... Let me see if... Do you mind if I try to peace out? Who got peace out? Norway? Whose territory?
We're not at war with Norway.
Or Sweden?
I haven't sieged out any of their territories. I don't think they'd be likely to get out of the war. Because you told me to go down south into actual Russia.
Right. Well, Denmark is at medium. I could... Nah, they won't go out of the war yet either.
Oh, did my leader die? Yeah. How much army tradition do I have these days? Only 17? Nope. Busheye. Yeah. Granted generalship.
I'm not sure there's a lot more for me to get here. There's only like one fort left. Because the Ottomans have so much siege down. I may just end this.
Okay. And France will probably still be at war with them for a while. Oh wow, one of my tributaries is really starting to make their own little, like, empire down in, the South China Islands area. Yeah. Indonesia, is that a proper term to refer to that area as?
What's off the southern tip of...
Just all of these islands here. Also, I don't really like the fact that the Europeans are now starting to colonize the islands of the Indian Ocean. I find that a bit concerning. It's a real... I should probably get a casus belli against France. Actually, I already have one. Colonialism. Perfect. So what are you planning to do with Russia?
Probably gonna get into another battle here. Can I win this before the Russians? No, I couldn't. Crap, I'm gonna lose this. I think I'm going to end this.
Okay.
Because by the time my armies get back, it'll be like a couple years.
What?
So I just lost a battle. by the time my armies were to be able to get back. Let's see if anybody wants to leave.
So is that a no to a war against France?
Not necessarily. I just need a little bit to regroup.
Okay. Yeah, so war against France would also include their colonial nation, which is actually fairly significant. I don't know. Do you think we should actually do this war against France?
I don't know.
Well, we'll see. I'll get the army over, and then we'll figure out... I might go to war with Scotland instead. Because Scotland seems to me like they'd be a considerably easier target than France. Also, how would you get your troops to France?
I don't know. That might be a problem. Because I have to get like 30 different countries to...
Okay, maybe we won't do the France thing yet.
Not that it doesn't sound like fun.
I mean, if you could get Ottomans, Hungary, Austria, Switzerland, and also one of the countries that borders you and the Ottomans. Oh, you already bordered the Ottomans.
Which would I be better off to get?
What?
10% of Russia's income or 400 ducats.
Well, 10% of Russia's income won't give you inflation.
True. Alright, I got my peace deal worked out here.
Scotland, are you seriously trying to invade Ireland? How dare you? How powerful is Scotland these days? You owe me 23 favors now, by the way.
Good. Did you get any money?
Yeah, I did. That's nice.
How much?
What? How much? I don't know. I'm at 500 ducats. I think I was about like 200 or 300 before. Why?
Just curious.
Okay, good job, boats. Okay, my boats made it to Japan.
Stability boost.
I guess I'll use it to, repay a loan or something. The Ming have been, fairly, they've really mellowed out a bit, you know? They only have 13 tributaries. What amateurs, am I right?
Yep. Just been called against Bengal. Oh, I need to... Do I want to do this or not? Against Delhi?
Oh, you could take them.
Yeah, I was wanted to have a little bit of a recovery period. But... Sure, why not?
Oh man, everyone's beating up on Delhi. And you know what? My ally in India hasn't called me into their war against Delhi. So that's fun.
Alright guys, all rally over there.
Oh, coffee, nice.
Delhi. Delhi in multiple wars?
Yeah.
That's good.
One against Bamanas and one against Bengal. Scotland, please stop trying to annex Ireland. I like Ireland existing. How large is the Scottish army, by the way? Their navy is a joke. Their army, however, is a joke as well. Cool.
Honest one's access, sure.
France just insulted me. How rude. I think I could probably reduce maintenance on the forts. Alright, these separatists are supposed to theoretically be a thing. Forgot about that. In about 55.5 years, that's fun. Anyways, yeah, I need to establish another tributary. Okay. How about the Lenape? Oh, thank you, California Treasure Fleet. I feel safe repaying this loan now. Perfect. I'm back in the positive. So yeah, now that I have oh no! Portugal, how could you do that? You're my tributary, right? Yes, good, okay. Spain, do not claim my territory. Also, where is Manga? Do you know where Manga is?
You haven't figured that out yet, have you?
I really should just look it up, shouldn't I? Okay, hold on. I'm going to the second monitor. What the heck is a manga?
Alright, let's go for a fort in Delhi. Why are we suddenly going down in war score? What's going on? We're doing pretty good.
Oh, what's this? Oh. That's interesting.
What's that?
Hey, if there was ever a time to stop being a tributary of the Ming, I think now would be it.
Why? When I'm the weakest I've been?
What? Well,
Why?
I'm about to be at war with the Ming anyways.
Really?
Yeah, the nation of Langzang, your faithful allies, requesting that you come to their aid in the Ming War for Langzang tribute against Ming. This is a defensive war. We need to help our ally. Langzang. Why? Why would you do this when when the bulk of my army is in Europe or heading towards Europe? I can't do this. I wouldn't be able to even get my army back. And Langzang, who else is with you in this war?
Yeah, if it was better timing,
You're in two separate wars, Langzang. You're already at war. And your allies, what? Malacca? They're not gonna... Langzang, I'm a strong country. I'm not that strong, especially when I'm mobilized against a different enemy. I've got to decline this one. Right?
I don't think you want to go head to head with the Ming right now. I mean, I could come in and help, but I'm only at half strength.
Langzang, why? At least, like, give me some warning so I know that I need to mobilize against the Ming. Right now, half my army is in Scotland, or half my army is in England, and the rest is going to England. Do I have a valid cast spell against Ireland? What? You hold... Alright, where is Curaçao? Oh, that's a Scottish province. Fascinating. So I do have a cast spell against Ireland, or Scotland. That's good. Alright, Iroquois. Welcome to the tributary family. What is a eunuch, by the way? Because my tributaries keep sending me them.
It's... crap.
And I know they're a thing. I've never really looked into what they actually are.
They're kind of like men who've had their genitals cut off.
Ah, I see. Okay, fascinating.
Trying to make sure I say it in a PG manner.
Okay, cool. Why do I want them for my tributaries?
I don't know. They had some special stuff in the Chinese culture.
Okay, cool. Alright.
They generally looked after...
I see, yeah.
Separatists? Seriously? Don't want either of these.
Oh, I have global trade present in a province. Nowhere near enough to embrace it yet, though.
If I can separate peace and actually get some territory out of this war.
But now it should start spreading fairly quickly from adjacency, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna have to move my armies up. Take care of the separatists. Which are like half a continent away.
Huh, sounds fun.
I don't see it. Where are they? Oh, they're way up there.
Oh, well, that's the timer. I'd like to land my army and declare war in Scotland before we end the episode. So I remember I was planning on doing that. Oh, how far along are you? They're almost there. So how many ideas have you gotten?
Too many.
Okay, cool. So I finished my exploration ideas. I'm going on into maritime next. I'll lower some taxes, whatever.
No, I don't have enough force score to do anything.
Oh, my naval force, which is much higher now. I should build some galleons. That, or I guess I could save my money for the institution. I guess I'll do that. Oh, fascinatingly enough, if I declare war on Scotland, I'll also be at war with Austria. Which should go fine. I mean, they're a great power, but it'll be fine. That'll be a one-on-one great power war then, so that should be fine. I don't think any of my allies are interested in invading Scotland. How many favors do I have with the Ottomans? Man, I've got 5 favors with the Ottomans now. 5. And the other thing why I didn't join with Lang Zhang is, like, if they lose that war, they become a tributary of the Ming.
Yeah, if you lose it, you're in big trouble.
So, I mean, it's not that big of a deal if they end up losing the war. Also, how are the great powers these days? We've got Ming, Ottomans, France, Spain, Japan, Russia, Austria, Portugal. So actually most of those, like... Oh, Portugal's a great power now, by the way. Okay, I've got my armies in Essex. Okay. Oh, wow, that's a high supply limit. Alright, I'm declaring the war on Scotland, so I don't forget to do that next session. I presume you don't really want to take part in it?
I don't think there'd be much I could do to help you.
Fair enough, I suppose. Alright. Alright, the war has started. So anyways, guys, that has been... Are you ready to end?
Sure.
Alright. Anyways, guys, that has been another episode of Europa Universalis Mandate of Heaven multiplayer. Until next time, I've been Secretcraft, joined by Vendetta, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Goodbye.